Download free photos, music, and more at TonyKlarich.com. You can use them for personal or commercial use. Ski Master. The popular water ski manufacturer Ski Master wanted to grab a piece of the kneeboard pie in the early 1980s. They bought Tunnelboard, who was still hanging around in a distant second place to Hydroslide. Ski Master kept the original thin-profile high-performance board and expanded the line with the foam-filled price point board designed by Uncle Mike. Murphy was already their frontman as one of the world's best all-around skiers, and they cashed in on his years of kneeboarding experience too. To promote their boards, Ski Master countered Hydroslide's use of Sammy Duvall with the U.S. national champion Carl Roberge. Carl was an all-around tournament skier also known for his TikToks on a slalom ski and hot-dogging style on everything he rode. He appeared in some of the first instructional articles just for kneeboarders. With Mike as the designer for the new Ski Master kneeboard, the family connection got me a weekend job in Texas writing for their promotional film. My big trick was the same one we'd been performing at the river ski shows to great acclaim and applause, the two-man heli-over. We both used 47-foot ropes. Mike rode behind the boat and leaned forward while I jumped over the top and did a 360 spin off the wake. The marquee move of our Parker Ski Show was finally captured on film and presented to a national audience for the first time. It was my first big appearance as a serious rider. The next year I was still working at Mike's shop on the river. 1982 was my breakthrough year, inventing 4 of my own hot dog moves on a slalom ski. Mike felt the pressure from my growing skills as a hot dogger and kneeboarder, so he took every opportunity to reaffirm his position as the top dog. One day on the river, Mike boasted that he could do a wake helicopter standing up on a kneeboard. No way, I thought. I'd been standing up on a kneeboard for years, using them like a cross between a surfboard and single trick ski. I smacked the wake and pretended I was doing turns off the lip of a wave. I regularly spun my board around to ride switch stance. Heck, I could even do surface 360 spins standing up, but a wake 360? There had to be a gimmick. I asked Mike if he was using bindings. "Just a stock kneeboard," he replied. "Nothing added, and I'll bet you $20 I can make one in my first 5 tries," he challenged. I took the bait and fell for it hook, line, and sinker. There was a gimmick. Mike started by whipping out his new trick board from Ski Master, the SM1, which was a little lighter and smaller than any previous kneeboards. Next, he took the knee strap and pulled it tight so that it laid flat against the knee pad. Then he tied a knot in the strap where it came out of the footman loop on the right side. He stood up and jammed his feet under the strap. Both feet were facing forward, spread out as wide as possible. Putting his feet in that position put tension on the strap, which was enough to hold them in place on the board. He had created a makeshift binding out of the strap. There was nothing added, just like he promised. I was already saying goodbye to that 20 hard-earned bucks. Mike started from his shop by performing a sliding dock start with a 2-foot drop. Next, he threw some smooth wake-to-wake jumps. It was impressive. Then he nailed the wake 360, just like it was a well-polished show move. He gave each of his brown biceps a big kiss and waved to the non-existent crowd. He collected on his bet as I wondered how he kept coming up with moves to one-up me. Losing the bet was well worth the money. Mike showed me yet another way to ride, and I immediately set out to beat him at his own game. Stand-up riding felt familiar, just like riding on 2 trick skis. It wasn't long before I had all my surface turns, 180 wake turns, and wake helis both ways.